Celebrity Crumbl cookies are expensive and something I'm not wasting my precious dollars on. So instead, we're going to make them. Today, we're going to be making 3 celebrity Crumbl cookies from some very famous celebrities who I'm not naming yet. And we're going to bake them, frost them, make them look like they're from Crumbl, because why is Crumbl so expensive? Like, I'm not paying $5 per cookie or like $7. Okay, they're $4.49. Okay, they're not $7 per cookie, but they are expensive. Today, we are going to be baking some delicious cookies for way less than a Crumbl cookie, and we're going to be baking a lot of them. Let's get started. Okay, so today for our cookie dough, for the cookie, we're going to be just using like a basic cookie recipe, and then I'm going to be like dividing it to make the individual like celebrity Crumbl cookie. We're going to be using this cookie recipe. First, what we're going to do is we're going to get a small... First, we're going to get a small bowl, 2.5 cups of flour, 1 cup of flour, 2 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of flour. And we're going to need like and baking soda. It's got baking powder. Half the baking soda. 1 teaspoon of salt. Like a teaspoon of baking powder. There we go. Now we're going to like mix this together. Set it to the side. You're going to need some butter. 2 sticks of butter. Got some butter. Now I'm going to soften this in the microwave because I'm too lazy. 6 sticks of butter. 1/2 cup of white sugar. And 1/2 cup of brown sugar. A teaspoon of vanilla. That's okay. And then like, ooh, this is a secret ingredient. A secret ingredient. You may not tell anybody. Vanilla pudding. That exploded. I'm going to go put this in the KitchenAid mixer to mix up. Let's plug it in. Okay, now we're going to add 2 eggs. 1. Do that with 1 hand. Okay, so now that all the stuff is mixed together, I'm going to start adding a little bit of our flour mixture, just a little bit at a time, until all of it has been formed into dough and whatnot. Very slowly, or else the flour will explode. I'm going to add some more of the flour. Just spin the rest in there because I'm too lazy to wait. That is delicious. Okay, so now that our dough is done, I'm going to separate it into 3 different containers. We got a whole bowl of cookie dough. Another taste test because it's yummy. Scoop of cookie dough in this bowl. In this bowl. Okay, so now we got 3 different bowls. The first celebrity that we're going to be making is Benson Boone. Okay, so I'm going to be honest. I don't actually love Benson Boone's music that much. I personally dislike it a lot. Like, I cannot stand his songs, but it's mostly because they're always playing on the radio, wherever you go. Like, my friends are obsessed with him, but I just can't, okay? Mostly because my idea of music is whatever makes me happy is what I'm going to listen. It's not, I'm going to listen to this because it really copes with my depression. No, I'm not going to have depression. Because music, you listen to happy music, makes you happy. You listen to sad music, it makes you sad, okay? That is why I will be rocking out to my Christian rap music. But, you know, everybody has their own taste. I'm not hating on anybody who likes Benson Boone. I just personally dislike his music a lot. So for his cookie, he has the Moonbeam ice cream cookie. But the Moonbeam ice cream cookie is a cookie that all of my friends who go to Crumbl Cookie, pay the big bucks for the cookies, have said it is their favorite cookie. It is so delicious. Won't stop talking about this Crumbl cookie. And I'm like, I can make that for like 25 cents. So we're going to make the Moonbeam ice cream cookie out of this cookie dough, and I'm going to give it to my friends, hopefully, and they're going to be like, wow, this actually tastes good. This tastes like the Moonbeam ice cream cookie. But for the Benson Boone cookie, if you look at the cookie picture, you will see that it has a chocolate base with like pastel colors on top of it, and then like some little cookie crumbles on top of that, and then like white drizzled icing down. So we're going to make that, but first we're going to start with the chocolate base of the cookie. So we're going to put this cookie dough, we're going to add some Hershey's cocoa powder to that and mix it up, and hopefully we're going to get that chocolatey, fudgy, brownie base. Okay, I'm just going to mix that up. Okay, so I put the chocolate in here. It looks really good. Looks very chocolatey. It's giving the same color. I think that's all we're going to get. This is how the dough looks. It looks so chocolatey. I think we're going to call this one good and move on to the next one. Okay, the next celebrity, Olivia Rodrigo. I love Olivia Rodrigo for 3 reasons. 1, her music is decent. 2, she looks like me, or people say she looks like me. But people will randomly come up to me places and they'll be like, you look like Olivia Rodrigo. I was at work the other day and this girl comes up in the car. She's like, you look like Olivia Rodrigo. Did I ever tell you that? And I'm like, actually, I get that all the time. And I was like, it was like, but today we're specifically making her Guts Crumbl cookie from her album Guts. And it's like kind of an intricate cookie. Like it's got the circle, the little star in the middle, the like jam, which I do have some amazing jam. I can't wait to use that. The sprinkled edges, and there's 2 cookies, like 2 of them. So I gotta make like 4 cookies for only 2 cookies. How does that make any sense? I don't know. I also don't know if I have a star cookie yet, but it's okay. But the main purpose is, what is the color? The color is purple. Therefore, we need some purple cookie base to make this Crumbl cookie. So I got some cookie dough and I got some food coloring dyes. These are not natural because I could care less. I'm going to try to make purple food or purple color by adding some red and blue, hopefully. And we're going to hope this turns purple, because if it doesn't turn purple, I don't know what to do with it and I don't really want to make it. So I got some red food dye and then I got some blue food dye. I'll have to mix that together. It actually turned out better than I thought. It could have been worse, okay? It could have been worse. But that is purple, and I think when it bakes, it will give more purplish shade, you know? I'm going to leave this as it is and let it be, you know? We got 2 done and 1 more to go. Our last Crumbl cookie was actually a cookie that hasn't technically ever been released. It's only in one specific tweet that I saw. I was like, I'm going to make that. So we're going to make it. Next artist that we're going to be making a cookie for is, drumroll please, Sabrina Carpenter. You're like, wait, Sabrina Carpenter doesn't have a Crumbl cookie. That is where I am like, yes, she does. The Crumbl cookie is in this tweet right here. It shows that they were possibly thinking about making Sabrina Carpenter a Crumbl cookie, but they never actually did it yet. I don't really know. But this is what the Crumbl cookie looks like. It looks like a literally basic cookie with a little like on the side of it. So we're gonna make her Crumbl cookie, which we literally don't need to add anything to this dough. It's just a plain sugar cookie. So this one is pretty good to go. I'm gonna put all 3 of this dough into the fridge for an hour. Then we're going to scoop it out and cook it. Okay, so I put all this dough in the fridge for about an hour. Now I'm gonna roll it all into balls and put it on this big pan and then put it in the oven. Wait, I gotta preheat the oven first. I'm gonna preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Okay, so I put all the cookies, I rolled them all into balls, and then I'm going to throw them into the oven. Okay, so I put these cookies into the refrigerator for overnight. Actually, I put them in there for like 4 days because I haven't gotten to this video. And I have all the different kinds. So our Olivia Rodrigo cookie, our Benson Boone cookie, and then one of these is going to be our Sabrina Carpenter cookie. Now we're going to start with the Benson Boone cookie and we're going to make some frosting. So for our frosting, we're going to need a bowl. And then you're going to need like a 1/4 cup of melted, actually softened butter. And put that into your bowl. Then with your butter, you're probably going to need some powdered sugar. Put that in there with your bowl, or with your butter. Now get your hand mixer, because like, who actually wants to hand mix this? Nobody wants to hand mix this. This would take forever to hand mix. And whisk that up. Now I'm going to add some more powdered sugar. I'm going to add a little bit of milk so that it actually looks like frosting. Some more powdered sugar, and some more milk, and some more mixing. Okay, so that is some pretty perfect frosting. Okay, so it appears that the Benson Boone Crumbl cookie is composed of 3 colors, which is pink, blue, and yellow. And they're all super light and like tie-dye. We're going to add some food dyes. There we go, we got some white chocolate. Now we have our chocolate-based cookie. We're going to add our icing on it and some white food coloring and crumbles. Now I'm going to go put this cookie in the fridge while I'm making the other cookies. Hopefully it's going to set and then it'll look better, more cookie-esque, like the Benson Boone cookie. Okay, so the next cookie we have is the Olivia Rodrigo Crumbl cookie, which is the 2 cookies put together with the star, with the jam, with the sprinkles. It's a whole mess. You need to get a heart, like, or not a heart, a star in like this cookie. So we're gonna cut a star out. All I have to say is it could have been worse. Let's try and assemble this cookie. Bottom half of the cookie with some icing. That's a lot of icing. This is some homemade strawberry jam. On this cookie, now let's add the top. Oh yeah, that looks like the Crumbl cookie. Okay, we need to add some sprinkles to it and then it'll be perfect. I found some pink, purple, and white sprinkles to add to the edge of this cookie. Perfect. And then I'm just going to do the purple sprinkles because that was way too difficult. This cookie is good. I'm going to put it in the fridge to sit for a little bit and yeah, let's move on. Okay, so for the last cookie and the easiest cookie, thankfully, we have the Sabrina Carpenter cookie, which is literally just like the little lips on the edge of the cookie. Use some red food dye in our icing. Okay. I'm going to put this in the fridge with the other cookies and we'll try them all later. Okay, so today is day 3, but it's taken me nearly a week now to actually get to this video. But today we're going to be trying the Crumbl cookies that we baked, frosted, and created. So first we're going to start with the obvious, the Benson Boone cookie. Tastes like a cookie. Pretty good cookie though. Okay, now moving on to our Sabrina Carpenter cookie. It's a pretty solid cookie. Okay, so now we've tried 2 out of 3 cookies. Our last cookie is the Olivia Rodrigo cookie, which I am most excited to try. Humongous. I didn't even get to the jam. It's very sweet. And these are all the cookies that we made. Or put down in the comments below which cookie was your favorite. Anyway, I think that's all I have for you guys today. Please subscribe and like the video. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.